There are two types of people in this world when it comes to money. Those who work for money their entire lives, and those who make money work for them. You were taught to be the first type. Nobody ever showed you how to become the second. School taught you to study hard, get good grades, find a stable job, and earn a salary. And if you follow that path perfectly, you'll spend 40 years trading your time for money, retiring with just enough to survive, if you're lucky. But there's a completely different set of rules that wealthy people operate by. Rules that aren't taught in any classroom, not in high school, not in university, not anywhere. And the gap between people who know these rules and people who don't is the gap between financial freedom and financial survival. This isn't about being born rich. It isn't about luck or connections or inheritance. It's about a fundamentally different way of thinking about money that anybody can learn, but only if someone actually teaches it to you. The wealthy don't just earn more. They think differently about what money is, what it does, and how it moves. They understand things that most people will go their entire lives without realizing. Things that seem obvious once you hear them, but nobody ever says them out loud. And the moment you understand even one of these concepts, your relationship with money changes permanently. Not because you suddenly have more of it, but because you finally understand what to do with it. Most people spend their lives reacting to money, paying bills, surviving months, hoping things improve. Wealthy people don't react to money. They direct it, deliberately, consistently, quietly. And the difference between reacting and directing is entirely in what you know. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what they know. Not theories, not motivational quotes. Actual principles that change how you see every financial decision. Because the school system had one job when it came to preparing you for the real world. And when it comes to money, it failed you completely. So let's talk about the actual principles. The ones nobody put in your curriculum. The first thing wealthy people understand: income is not wealth. Most people believe that earning more money means becoming wealthier. It doesn't. Wealth is not what you earn. Wealth is what you keep, grow, and deploy. There are people earning $200,000 a year who are completely broke between paychecks. And there are people earning $40,000 a year who are quietly building generational wealth. The difference isn't the salary. It's the system they built around it. The second thing wealthy people understand: every dollar has a job. Poor financial thinking treats money as something to spend until it runs out. Wealthy financial thinking assigns every single dollar a specific purpose before it gets spent. Savings, investment, living expenses, future opportunities. Every dollar goes somewhere deliberate. Nothing sits idle. Nothing gets spent without intention. Every dollar is working. The third thing wealthy people understand: time is more valuable than money. Money spent can be earned back. Time spent is gone forever. Wealthy people obsessively protect their time because they understand that time creates money, not the other way around. They automate. They delegate. They say no to things that don't move them forward. Because every hour spent on the wrong thing is an hour not spent building something that compounds. The fourth thing wealthy people understand: assets before lifestyle. Most people upgrade their lifestyle the moment their income increases. Wealthy people buy assets first, then let the returns from those assets fund their lifestyle. They drive a modest car while quietly building a portfolio. Then one day, the portfolio pays for everything. The fifth thing wealthy people understand: financial education never stops. The average person stops learning about money after school, which wasn't much to begin with. Wealthy people treat financial education as a lifelong non-negotiable. Every year, they know more than the year before. So now that you know what they know, let's talk about what you actually do with it. Because information without action is just entertainment. And you didn't click this video to be entertained. Start with Principle 1. Separate your income from your wealth immediately. Open a separate account today, not tomorrow. Today, every time you get paid, a fixed percentage moves to that account automatically before you touch anything else. That account is not for spending. It is not for emergencies. It is for building. Principle 2. Give every dollar a job before the month begins. Sit down at the start of every month with your take-home pay and allocate every single dollar deliberately. Living expenses, savings, investment, personal spending. Every dollar assigned before it arrives. When money has a job, it stops disappearing. You always know where it went because you sent it there. Principle 3. Start protecting your time like it has a price tag. Write down the 3 things that actually move your financial future forward. Your job performance, your side skill, your financial education. Protect time for those 3 things daily. Everything else is negotiable. Those 3 are not. Principle 4. Buy one asset before your next lifestyle upgrade. Before the new phone. Before the new clothes. Before anything that costs money without returning it. Put that same amount into something that grows. An index fund, a skill that generates income, anything that works for you. One asset first, every single time, without exception. Principle 5, spend 30 minutes every week learning something about money. A video, a chapter of a book, a podcast episode. 30 minutes weekly compounds into serious knowledge over a year. The wealthy aren't smarter than you. They just never stopped learning what school refused to teach. So here's your question for today. Which of these 5 principles are you going to apply first? Drop in the comments. Because that commitment made publicly is 10 times more likely to actually happen. If this hit different, watch this next. Because what you just learned is only the beginning.